We ask our guests and visitors in the rear of the chamber and in the gallery to please stand for the prayer. The day's prayer will be offered by Assembly Member Ramos. Mr. Ramos.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And today we are acknowledging California Native American Day. And I'm going to open up with one of our traditional songs, a Kauai bird song that was taught to me by Mr. Robert Levi, where his son and grandson are here in the chambers with us today. And this song talks about how the world was dark. And the cottontail rabbit says, well, I light the way for the people. And the moon, Minil, says, well, I light the way for the people during the nighttime. And then the sun, Thamiet, said, well, I light the way for the people during the day. And the brush rabbit, the jackrabbit, Tavut, says, well, I make a trail for the people so that they would always find water. And the leadership of this House has allowed for California Indian legislation to go forward and to be signed by the governor. And so in a way, we're all working together and bringing that whole cultural alive by paving that way for the voice of the California Indian people. Even pe munuk emichi even pe munuk emwakme even pe munuk emichi even pe munuk emwakme even pe munuk emichi even pe munuk emwakme ameni tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakme even pe munuk emichi even pe munuk emwakme ameni tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakme even pe munuk emichi even pe munuk emwakme even pe munuk emichi even pe munuk emwakme even pe munuk emwakme even pe munuk emichi ameni tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakme even pe munuk emichi even pe munuk emwakme ameni tamyat emichiam suish tavut emwakme Oh. I rise to request your aye vote for ACR 137, which recognizes the importance of California Native American Day, celebrated every year on the fourth Friday of September. ACR 137 also recognizes the importance of the annual California Indian Cultural Awareness Conference. In June 2019, Governor Newsom issued an apology to the state's California Native American tribes and condemned the genocide and heinous atrocities of previous administrations and legislatures. Dealing with the trauma of that past begins with knowledge and acknowledgement of true history in the state of California. That is why it is so important that educators are provided the resources they need to teach the history of California's tribes along with their rich and diverse culture in language and culture. This legislature has paved the way in pieces of legislation and law. One of those such laws was a bill that designated California Native American Day for the first time in history as a paid holiday for our judicial court systems. And this year, in 2022, September, the fourth Friday in September, the judicial courts will be closed, honoring California's first people. And that is a testament to this legislature and rising to those areas to let that voice be heard throughout the state of California. We also have with us several tribal leaders of sovereign nations who have joined us today in the Capitol recognition of California Native American Day, again celebrated the fourth Friday of September. The California Indian Cultural Awareness Conference will be held on the same day as California Native American Day and provide resources to teachers, and we salute their efforts. California Indians have been blessed with elders who, despite many obstacles, work to preserve language, songs, and stewardship of natural resources. One example is a World War II veteran, Robert Levi Sr., a Torres Martinez Desert Cahuilla Indian from the Torres Martinez Indian Reservation. He is a mentor and a friend who taught me and many others throughout Southern California the traditional Cahuilla bird songs, like the one I shared earlier to open up this chamber. That history continues to be played out in the state of California, and we call on the state legislature to continue to support these efforts. With us today is also his son, Robert J. Levi Jr., and his grandson, Robert J. Levi III. We owe him and others a debt of gratitude for saving what might have been lost.